I gotta stop laughing. Okay, so it's gonna be a new what if. Sorry for the other what ifs. It's just I haven't came up with anything yet, so I'll upload a video of it of one of the what ifs soon. If I come up with an idea. So as you see in the title and the thumbnail, this is going to be what if Naruto, or the Naruto verse, was in a zombie apocalypse. And now I'm gonna put it in the timeline where they're all kids, like they're all kids still, like right here. And Minato and Kushina are gonna be alive for a reason. And oh wait, if I didn't add this in, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be what if Naruto was, or the Naruto verse was in a zombie apocalypse and Naruto was neglected. So that's the full title. There. Yeah. Now, Naruto. Okay, so where this story starts is in a cave. And it was a deep cave. Nobody could really find it because it was pretty hidden. And in this cave was test subjects and a scientist. And he was a random scientist, not Orochimaru. But he was a random scientist, and he was pretty mad, just like Orochimaru. He's pretty mad in the head. He was trying to make people come back to life, so he can have immortality, just like it, but in a different way. So when he dies, he gets revived, you know. But at some point, maybe a couple of days, when he was almost done with it, he tested it on one of his subjects, killed him, and then gave him it. And then, for some reason, it didn't revive him, but he let his guard down for a little bit, because he didn't have the subject in a cage or whatever, so he was just lying there. And he was putting his back to the subject. The subject rose. And he looked dead. Like, completely dead. But he still has chakra, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say the zombies still have chakra and everything in them, so they're definitely gonna reach Shinobi, not just be some randomly things, because they probably won't get anywhere near the village if that's all it takes. So I'm gonna make them a little bit more powerful than regular zombies are, so yeah. So yeah, a zombie. Now the subject arose, and then the scientist looks back and sees him rising. He's like, yes, it worked. But then he sees that he's looking a little weird, looking a little bit out of place. He's like, but he's alive, but he doesn't look normal to me. And then the subject starts getting close to him. He's like, what are you doing? Get back. Get back. You are my test subject. And I revived you. You should be grateful. And then he actually gets straight up bitten. And I mean bit. Well, it didn't get bit, but like got freaking murked. Like straight up got chewed on, my guy. And all his organs are out and everything. You know, the zombie snacking. And after that, the zombie starts to move and going outside the cave. He sees a villager going on, like, trying to see it sell some things, you know. He's going on a little trail, seeing if travelers need some things and everything. But he did not expect what was about to happen. He hears these weird noises like grunts and everything. It's like zombie noises from Minecraft and everything like that. Uh, I'm real sad if you guys haven't played Minecraft though. That's kind of a shame, but yeah. So he hears that sound and then he looks behind him, but it was a little bit too late for him. He looks and then he gets bit right on the neck, like straight up, and he's like, ah! He's screaming for his life and nobody can hear him. And then he turns into a zombie because the other zombie is already full. He turns into a zombie. Then this whole cycle starts to happen. I'm gonna say around 40 zombies are out now. There's the villages haven't exactly heard of this yet, so I'm gonna say that. Let's go to Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. They just got accepted into the team with Kakashi, Team 7, after the bell test. They're, Naruto's happy and all, doing all the same things that were happening before. But when he goes home, he sees his sister and his two parents who ignore him. But when he tried to talk, he got a straight smack to his face. It's like, you don't speak, you demon, unless I tell you to speak. And he just lets his head down, and he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. And then he smacks him again. You're still speaking. I said don't speak unless I tell you to speak. And then he nods. He goes up to his room because he doesn't feel like eating. And his sister is a little saddened by this. I'm going to make his sister just nicer than everybody else. So, yeah. She's a little sad by this because she sees how everybody's been treating him and everything. She's the one who has been trying to help Naruto, but, yeah. His thoughts are, what did I ever do wrong? I don't know what's going on. What? This doesn't make sense. They didn't even ask me if I made it through. They didn't ask me if I actually got accepted into the team. Why did this happen to me? And he goes to sleep. And the next day, we switch perspectives to the guards at the front of the gates. Now they hear this weird noise, grunting, and weird other noises, and they went to check it out. And by surprise, they got straight up tackled on because the zombies used chakra to enhance their speed, so they didn't see that coming, and they got turned into zombies. And I'm gonna say their knowledge gets passed on into this, so it's gonna be pretty hard. Okay, I'm gonna say it's pretty dang hard for anybody to try this. Okay, and well, then they start to go through the gates. No, the couple of villagers see them, and he's horrified. They're horrified, and so does some Ambus. So they go and tell, go to tell Hiruzen. Now, Hiruzen's like, oh, what? Go to them. Ask what they want. And they say yes and everything. And then they go and try to talk to the so-called people. And they get greeted with a nice chomp to the face. And they start getting ripped apart and everything. And the people are just screaming in horror They have not seen this at all. They've seen people get killed, maybe, but not get ripped to pieces and getting eaten alive. No, they haven't seen that. And Haruzen actually went out because he heard the ruckus and everything, and it's like, oh my, what's going on? This is not, this is what, I've never seen this before. They look dead inside, but, and they have blood on them, but, I mean, it kind of looks like a corpse, but they're walking around. How's that even possible? And, and then, what is it called? You know, Naruto's out and about, hears all this screaming and everything, but he's just like, another day in this horrible area. So he just passed by it and doesn't think of it as anything. Sasuke hears it, but doesn't care. Sakura goes to check, and she's horrified by that, and then starts running. Goes to her mom and everything, and dad. It says this, but they don't believe her. And she's like, oh my, you guys are so stupid. Then she runs over to try to find Sasuke and Naruto. She does find them, but, you know, they're not looking at each other at all, so, yeah. She's like, do you hear that, all that? There's, like, people ripping each other apart. And Naruto's like, what? How's that even work? Isn't that just cannibalism? For eating and, you know, yeah. And it's like, no, these guys are different. They're, like, they look dead, almost. But they're walking around, so it doesn't make sense. And, well, Sasuke and Naruto are a little suspicious of this. And then they go to where Sakura wants them to go. And they see how freaking everybody's just getting straight up ripped apart, getting eaten, their guts everywhere. I'm sorry if I warn you about this, but yeah, guts everywhere, blood, so many other things. And they're horrified by this sight. Even if they're ninjas, they are not ready to see people getting ripped apart and eaten, organs coming out, you know. So they try to find Kakashi, and Kakashi's just, you know, sitting down, looking at his book. He doesn't know what's going on, and then sees Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura panting. It's like, Kakashi, there's trouble. There's people eating each other, ripping each other up, and Kakashi's like, calm down, what's happening? Like, Sasuke starts to say things. It's like, yeah, what he said. There's a bunch of people killing other people and ripping them apart and eating them, and like, that's horrible. Everyone, and then the people that they kill or whoever gets back up, and we don't know what's going on. And also the Anbu, it looks like the people that are killing other people are using chakra as well, so they look pretty good at it. Kakashi is like, so dead people walking. And they're like, yes, basically. It's like, he laughs at that. It's like, huh, you really want to trick me, don't you? And they're like, no, we're being serious this time. he's getting a little worried. And he's like, take me to where this is happening. And they take him over to where there's a lot more people dead walking, you know. He's like, holy, that's a lot of blood. And why are they killing each other? Like, why are they eating each other? What is going on? And then he takes his responsibility of taking Naruto and Sakura and Sasuke to a little secret place. He's like, you stay right here. Don't go anywhere. This is probably a massive thing. It's only for Johnny only. You don't come out of this area. Got it? And they agree. Sasuke is a little mad, but he agrees because he sees how disgusting everything is. Now, Sakura's like, oh, I'm glad we're safe, but what about Kakashi? I don't know if he's able to do anything with those. They look pretty strong. And Naruto's like, don't worry. Kakashi's the only one that... Kakashi's so strong. No one will ever be able to beat Kakashi. And that's true. I'm not gonna make Kakashi die in this. Kakashi, you know, he goes to warn Minato and Kushina. He gets there and says everything like, Kushina, Minato, there's something going on. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's like dead people walking. I don't know what this is, but they seem pretty powerful. They can use chakra and everything. And Minato's like, oh, how many do you think are dead or infected? And he says, maybe around 200 now. It's like, oh, that's a lot. You stay here. He looks at the sister. I'm gonna call her Nami. Nami, yeah. I'm gonna call her Nami. It looks at Nami. It says, you stay here right now. He's like, what about my brother? What about your son, Naruto? And he's like, oh, that demon, he could die for all I care. Doesn't need my respect. And Kakashi gets a little angered at this, but he knows that this is sensei, and he doesn't want to do anything to madden his sensei. So he dismisses it. And it's like, oh, wait, Minato, I can take her somewhere safe. Please trust me. And he says, okay, take good care of her. Then Minato, you know, rushes off. So does Kushina. Then he talks to Nami and says, I'll take you to your brother, okay? And she's like, thank you, Kakashi. And then he takes her to Naruto. It's like, Naruto, you're safe. And she hugs Naruto. He did not expect that. So he thought that she was just one of the people who didn't like him, but then he realized that she never really made fun of him or, you know, hurt him. So he's like, yeah, I'm alive, and so are you, thankfully. Then we go to Minato and Kushina. Now, Minato and Kushina are looking at this disaster, and they're, like, terrified. They're, like, so much blood, and so much, that's disgusting. So many organs, so many heads off. What is going on? We need to know if this is happening anywhere else outside of this village. Kushina, contact contact the sand village, or village hidden in the sand. Contact them. See if whatever's going on happening there too. And she goes and gets to a messenger bird or whatever. I don't know. And writes a note and everything, and sends the bird off. Now, Naruto and Sasuke hear weird rumbling, like a weird, I guess you could say I'm gonna say yes, footsteps. They're like, is that Kakashi? And they're whispering this. Is that Kakashi? Who is it? And Sasuke's like, oh, it might be one of the dead guys. Be quiet, you dumbass. You dumb butt. And Naruto's like, you quiet. Yeah, and, you don't hear the footsteps anymore. He's like, he probably went off. But then they see a hand stick through the wood. They're under a house, so yeah. Stick through the wood, and he's trying to grab something, and grabs Sakura, but Naruto had a kunai, so he sliced the hand off. And it's like, oh, that's disgusting. Yeah. Then when they start to go out, because it looks like it's not safe anymore, they see a big horde of zombies. I'm gonna say, yeah, a big horde of zombies. And yeah, see a big horde of zombies, and they don't know what to do. And one person appears, and you'll have to see that in the next part. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, man, I'll try to do another part for one of the other parts, but I just don't know what I should do in the other parts, so give me suggestions, whatever helps. And hope you subscribe, like, whatever. Yeah, I'll see you guys in next part, I guess. Yeah.